I don't love my husband. 1 year ago, I made a mistake. I married Leo, a man I don't love. I used to believe that life always warned you before destroying you. A whisper, a sign, a subtle hesitation in your heartbeat. But life didn't warn me when I married Leo. It didn't whisper. It didn't slow down. It simply pushed me into a decision that would change everything quietly, cruelly, permanently. I remember the wedding day like a dream wrapped in fog, beautiful from far away, suffocating from the inside. People said I looked stunning. People said Leo looked proud. People said we were perfect. But nobody saw my hands trembling under the bouquet. Nobody heard my heartbeat cracking through my chest. Nobody noticed the moment I looked at Leo, standing at the altar with hope shining in his eyes, and felt nothing. Not love, not excitement, not even fear, just emptiness. A quiet, painful emptiness that I tried to bury under layers of excuses. He's a good man. Everyone approves. Maybe love will come later. Maybe this is what adulthood feels like. But the truth stood silently inside me. I didn't love him, not even a little. Leo wasn't the problem. Leo was gentle. Leo was dependable. Leo was everything a woman should want. But he wasn't what I wanted. He wasn't the warmth I searched for. He wasn't the voice that made my chest flutter. He wasn't the man I dreamed of in the quiet corners of my heart. Yet I married him because life cornered me with expectations. Because my family said he was perfect. Because saying no felt like a crime. Because I wasn't brave enough to choose myself. And now, a year later, here, I am 26 years old and living inside a marriage that feels like a room without air. People see a happy couple. I see a mistake wrapped in a gold wedding band. Leo doesn't know. He doesn't know that when he looks at me with love in his warm brown eyes, I look away because I can't pretend well enough. He doesn't know that his gentle touches feel like a weight I can't carry. He doesn't know that each morning when we sit across from each other at the dining table, I rehearse the same lie. I'm fine, but I'm not fine. I'm drowning. Every day feels like I'm betraying him, betraying myself, betraying the idea of love. And yet, I stay. Maybe because I'm afraid of hurting him. Maybe because I'm afraid of being alone. Maybe because I don't know who I am, without the expectations people built around me. Or maybe because a part of me is waiting for anything to change. A spark, a moment, a miracle. But miracles don't visit people like me. I don't love my husband. I never did. And the guilt is eating me alive, piece by fragile piece. Tonight, when Leo came home and smiled at me, tired, soft, hopeful, I felt the familiar ache again. That ache that whispers, "You're hurting a man who loves you." I went to bed pretending to sleep. Leo lay beside me, careful not to disturb me. He thinks I need rest. He thinks I'm stressed. He thinks I'm distant because of work, or life, or something else. He has no idea the distance is emotional, internal, permanent. As I lay there, staring into the darkness, the truth echoed inside me. 1 year ago, I made a mistake. I married Leo, a man I don't love, but I'm starting to realize the real mistake wasn't marrying him. The real mistake was believing I could live without love. Morning arrives in soft patches of sunlight that stretch across our bedroom walls. It should feel warm. It should feel peaceful. But for me, mornings are the hardest because they remind me of the life I'm forced to perform. Leo wakes up before me. As always, I hear the gentle rustle of him getting out of bed, the quiet footsteps as he moves toward the kitchen. He thinks he's being silent, but I know every sound in this house. That's what happens when you live with someone you don't love. You hear everything, you feel nothing. A few minutes later, the smell of freshly brewed coffee fills the air. Leo's habit, his ritual, his way of saying, "I care." He always prepares to mugs one for himself, and one for me even on days when he knows I won't drink it. I drag myself out of bed, put on the mask I've become skilled at wearing, and walk into the kitchen. Leo is standing by the counter, stirring sugar into my coffee exactly the way I used to like it. When life was simpler, when I was still pretending that maybe love would grow. He turns when he hears me, and that smile, gentle, hopeful, unguarded, hits me like a knife every time. "Morning," he says, voice soft from sleep. I force a smile. "Morning." He pushes the mug toward me. "I made your coffee." I look at him, really look at him, his messy brown hair, his tired eyes, the way his shoulders relax when I accept the mug, as if a small piece of him depends on it, and guilt crushes me again. Every morning feels like this, me acting, him believing. I take a sip of the coffee I don't even want. It tastes like guilt now, not comfort. Leo sits across from me at the dining table. His gaze lingers on me with a softness I don't know how to return. "You slept late last night," he says gently. "I heard you turning." I shrug, "Just tired," my answer for everything. He watches me for a moment longer, concern tightening his expression. Then he lets it go. Leo never pushes, never demands, never questions, because he loves me, and that makes everything worse. We eat in silence. He reads the news on his phone. I pretend to scroll through mine, but really, I'm studying him. The way you study a book you never wanted to read but ended up trapped inside. He's good to good, and I'm the villain in this story, even if no one else knows it. After breakfast, Leo gets up to leave for work. He hesitates before walking out the door, as he always does, like he wants to say something but can't find the right words. "I'll be home early today," he says instead. "Maybe we can have dinner together." Dinner together. The word together feels heavy, but I nod. Sure. His face brightens a little as if my agreement is a gift. Then he leaves. The moment the door closes, the silence swallows me whole. I sink onto the couch, burying my face in my hands. The familiar ache spreads through my chest, thick and suffocating. I feel trapped, lonely, guilty, empty. A year of marriage, and I still feel like a stranger in my own home. I walk through the house, touching the furniture we chose together, looking at the wedding photos on the wall, photos where I'm smiling, but my eyes look lost. Photos where Leo is holding my hand as if he's afraid to lose me. If he knew the truth, he'd realize he never had me to begin with. I stop in front of one particular picture. The moment just after we said our vows. Leo is looking at me like I'm his whole world. I'm looking at the camera smiling, yes, but not at him. It's obvious, at least to me. It's a picture of a woman pretending. I turn away from it. I can't look anymore. I don't love my husband, and pretending is killing me bit by bit. Later that afternoon, as I work from home, I get a text from Leo, greater than, "Leo, do you want anything specific for dinner? I can pick it up." He always asks. He always tries. I type a response. Anything is fine, and instantly regret it. I could have said something kind, warm, but distance is reflex now. As the hours pass, I keep glancing at the door, knowing he'll walk in soon, knowing I'll have to put the mask back on. I whisper to the empty room, as if the walls might understand. I didn't mean to hurt him, but the truth is cruel. I hurt him by existing, by staying, by pretending. When Leo finally comes home, carrying takeout and wearing that same gentle smile, I feel the ache again. The ache that whispers, "You can't love him, but he loves you too much." And I wonder how long this fragile lie can last before everything falls apart. Leo returns home just as the sky begins to darken. The soft evening light bleeding through the curtains. He stands at the doorway for a moment, holding 2 paper bags of dinner, his silhouette framed by the fading sunset. For a second, he looks almost hesitant, as if he's unsure whether he should step inside, as if he's afraid of me. I don't blame him. Sometimes I'm afraid of myself too. But then he forces a small smile, the kind that tries to hide something. Deeperand walks in. "I got your favorite," he says, lifting the bag. "From that Thai place you like." I blink. My favorite? I haven't eaten Thai food in months. I haven't mentioned liking it in almost a year. My tastes have changed. Or maybe they were never what I thought they were. But Leo, he's still trying to keep up with the person. He married a woman who doesn't exist anymore. Thanks, I say quietly. He watches me, his eyes searching for something on my face. Approval, gratitude, connection, something, but I look away. We set the table without speaking. The silence between us feels heavy, as if every unspoken truth floats in the air, waiting to burst. When we sit down, Leo clears his throat. I noticed you seemed down today, he begins gently. Everything okay? His voice is soft, careful, like he's approaching a wounded animal that might run away. I stab at my food, refusing to meet his eyes. I'm fine, I answer, too quickly. Leo nods slowly, but he doesn't believe me. He never does. He just chooses not to push because he's afraid of the answer. We eat quietly for a while. Then, unexpectedly, Leo sets down his fork and says, I miss us. My heart stutters. The word tastes painful. We're in the same house, but he pauses, struggling for words. I feel like I'm losing you without even knowing why. I finally look at him. His face is open, vulnerable, confused, not angry, not demanding, just hurting. And that hurts me even more. You're not losing me, I lie softly, but we both know it's a lie. Leo leans back in his chair, running a hand through his hair, something he does only when he's overwhelmed. Then talk to me, he whispers. Just tell me what's wrong. Everything, nothing, me. I swallow hard. I'm tired, I say. Another lie. Leo nods again, accepting it because he wants to believe it. Because believing anything else might destroy him. The rest of dinner passes in silence. Afterward, while I wash the dishes, I hear Leo moving around the living room, opening drawers, closing them, then stopping. When I walk out, he's standing by the bookshelf, holding a small wooden frame. Our wedding photo, the same one I couldn't look at this morning. He turns it over slowly in his hands, staring at it the way someone stares at something fragile they're afraid will break. When he hears me behind him, he sets the photo down quickly, as if guilty. Do you ever miss that day? He asks quietly without facing me. My breath catches. The truth rises in my throat, sharp and painful. No, I don't miss that day. I regret it. But instead, I answer, it feels like a long time ago. Leo nods, though that's not what he asked. He keeps his back turned for a moment, long enough for me to see his shoulders tighten, a subtle shiver running through him. He's hurting. He knows something is wrong. He just doesn't know what. Or maybe he knows, he just can't accept it. Leo, I begin, not sure what I'm even trying to say. He turns around slowly, and for the first time in a long while, I see something raw in his eyes. Something like fear, something like love cracking under pressure. Am I doing something wrong? He asks. My heart squeezes painfully. No, I whisper softly. Then why do I feel like you're drifting away from me? Why do I feel like every time I reach out, you step back? I open my mouth, close it again. There is no good answer, no gentle truth, no way to explain that the problem isn't him, that it's me, my empty heart, my silent mistake. Leo's voice breaks a little as he speaks again. I don't want to lose you, he says, barely above a whisper. I feel tears burning behind my eyes, but crying would make everything real. Crying would spill the truth, so I do the only thing I know how to do. I stay silent. Leo watches me for a long moment, long enough to understand that he won't get answers tonight either. Finally, he nods. Okay, he murmurs. Good night. He walks away, slow and heavy, as if each step hurts. As the bedroom door closes behind him, a painful realization cuts through me. Leo isn't blind. He feels the distance. He feels the love dying. Even if he doesn't know, I never had it to begin with. And for the first time, the silence between us doesn't feel protective anymore. It feels dangerous. It feels like the beginning of something breaking. For days after our conversation, something shifts between Leo and me. Something quiet, something unspoken, but heavy enough to change the atmosphere of the entire house. He still wakes up early. He still makes coffee. He still asks how I am. He still tries. But something in his eyes, something in the way he watches me, it's different now. It's as if he's waiting for me to break, as if he senses the truth lingering on the edge of my lips, threatening to slip out. And I can't bear it, so I avoid him even more. I leave the room when he enters. I pretend to be busy when he wants to talk. I go to bed early, wake up late, bury myself in work. Anything to avoid looking into those eyes filled with hope and fear. Because every time he looks at me like that, I feel the weight of the secret pressing against my chest. I don't love him. I married him for all the wrong reasons. And the person I once loved still lives quietly inside my memories. A past I've spent years trying to bury. A past I swore I'd never return to. A past with a man who held my heart in ways Leo never could. Aiden, the name I haven't spoken in years. The man whose smile I still remember in painful detail. The voice that still echoes in my quieter moments. The memory that follows me like a ghost. I don't think about Aiden often, not intentionally. But sometimes, when the house is quiet, when Leo's soft footsteps fade down the hallway, when loneliness suffocates me, I hear Aiden's laugh in my head, and it breaks me. Because no matter how deeply I tried to bury him, a part of me has always remained his. But no one knows this. Not Leo, not my family, not even my closest friends. This part of my life has been sealed away like a wound I never let heal. Until now. 3 days later, something happens that cracks the silence open a little wider. I'm in my small home office, trying to focus on work, when my phone buzzes with a message. I pick it up hand for a moment. My heart stops. Unknown number. Is this still your number? I stare at the text. My breath catches. My hands tremble. It can't be. It shouldn't be. It's impossible. My chest tightens painfully as another message arrives. Unknown number. It's me. My heart slams against my ribs.
Aiden.
After all this time, after all these years, after all the pretending, 1,000 emotions crash into me at once. Shock, fear, longing, confusion, guilt, but mostly an ache I thought had died. I should delete the message. I should ignore it. I should run far, far away from the past I locked away. But my fingers move before my mind can catch up. Me? Why now? I stare at the screen, knowing I've already made the first mistake. Seconds later, the reply comes. Dane, I'm in town, I heard. You got married. A hollow feeling grows inside me, spreading like cold water through my veins. Yes, I got married to a man who loves me, to a man who tries, to a man who doesn't deserve the war happening
Before
inside
I can
my
respond,
heart.
Aiden,
Another message appears. I just want to see you. One last time. My breath shakes. One last time. 2 simple words, but they ignite everything I've been hiding. Leo's footsteps echo faintly. He's home earlier. I lock my phone and place it face down on the desk. My pulse pounding so loudly. Leo's voice floats down the hallway. His voice is warm, the voice of the man I married, but I barely hear because my heart, my stupid, broken, is suddenly awake in a way it hasn't been in years. I walk out to greet Leo, forcing my breathing to steady. He smiles when he sees me, the soft, genuine smile of a man who still hopes. I can barely breathe because now, standing in front of him, I feel the weight of everything, the emotional distance, the guilt, the lie, and the ghost of the man I never stopped loving. Leo's smile fades slightly. He asks gently. My throat feels tight. I just tired. The same lie. Always the same lie. But this time, Leo steps closer. You don't have to hide from me. Deep in his eyes. I'm here. I always have been. His words pierce something inside me. And for a split second, I want to tell him everything. The truth about my feelings. The truth about our marriage. The truth about Aiden. But the words stay trapped in my throat. Because telling the truth would break him. And no matter how much I'm drowning in this marriage, I don't want to be the reason Leo falls apart. So I do what I always do. I stay silent. Later that night, when Leo is asleep beside me, I lie awake, sits on the nightstand. Aiden's messages echo. I just want to see one last time. My heart whispers the truth I've been running from for years. I never stopped loving him. And I never started loving Leo. The secret is no longer silent. It's awake. It's clawing its way out. And I know, deep in my bones, this is the beginning of something that will change everything. For Leo, for the fragile lie we call a marriage. The next morning arrives heavy and gray, as if the sky itself knows something is about to break. Leo leaves for work early, kissing my forehead gently before walking out the door. His touch is warm, and my guilt is colder than ever. The moment the door clicks shut, the house feels too quiet, too big, too full of secrets. I pick up my phone. Aiden's messages are still there, sitting like a wound that refuses to close. For a long time, I just stare at the screen, my heartbeat too loud, my mind too conflicted to breathe. Finally, with trembling fingers, I type,
Me.
"Where?" A reply arrives almost instantly.
Aiden.
The old cafe, 2 p.m. "If you come, I'll know you still care." My breath stutters. Still care. 2 words that tear open everything I've been trying to bury. I close my eyes, fighting the chaos inside me. I shouldn't go. I know I shouldn't. It's wrong. It's cruel. It's dangerous. But the truth slams against my chest like a heartbeat I can't silence. I need answers. I need closure. I need to see him just once. Maybe then, maybe I can finally let go. Maybe I can finally start loving Leo, or at least stop hurting him. At 2 p.m., I walk into the cafe, and the moment I see him, my world stops. Aiden is sitting at the corner table, the same table we used to claim as ours years ago. His back is to me at first, his fingers wrapped around a cup of coffee, his posture tense. Then he looks up, and the air leaves my lungs. He looks exactly the same, and completely different. Older, sharper jawline, eyes a deeper shade of sadness than I remember, but the same warmth, the same softness that once felt like home. He stands when he sees me. For a second, neither of us moves. Then he lets out a breath that sounds like relief and heartbreak tangled together. "You came," he says quietly. I nod, unable to trust my voice. We sit. The silence between us is thick, but not uncomfortable. It's the silence of 2 people who once knew each other too well. Aiden studies my face, his eyes soft but searching. "You look tired," he says gently. I almost laugh. I almost cry instead. I just whisper, "Life's been different." Aiden's jaw tightens. "You're married now." I swallow hard. "Yes." And him? There's no anger in his voice, just pain. "Do you love him?" The question slices through me. I look away, staring at the coffee I haven't touched. A long moment passes. Then, in a voice barely above a whisper, I answer, "No." Aiden closes his eyes for a second, his breath trembling. When he opens them again, there's something raw and broken inside. "I wish I didn't need to hear that," he whispers. But I did. Silence returns heavy, suffocating. "You disappeared," I finally say, the words spilling out like a wound reopening. "You walked away without letting me understand why." Aiden looks down at his hands, his voice tight. "I had nothing to offer you. No money, no future. I didn't want you to wait for someone who had no stability." "I didn't need stability," I whisper. "I needed you." His eyes flick up to mine, shocked, hurting. "I thought letting you go would give you a better life," Aiden says. "I didn't know it would hurt you this much. It destroyed me." I breathe, and suddenly, the years of silence feel like a lie. The marriage I'm in feels like a cage. Everything inside me feels too full, too loud, too painful. Aiden reaches across the table, slowly, cautiously. His fingers brush mine, and my heart does something it hasn't done in so long. It remembers how to beat. Softly, painfully, truthfully. "I never stopped loving you," he whispers. "Not for a single day." A tear escapes my eye. "Aiden." I breathe, my voice breaking. "Don't say that. I mean it," he says, leaning closer. "If you told me right now that you wanted to leave with me, I would take you. I'd take you anywhere." My chest feels like it's shattering. I pull my hand back, trembling. "I can't," I whisper. Aiden's face falls not in anger, but in heartbreak. "You're married," he murmurs. I nod, tears threatening to fall. "Yes, but you're unhappy." "Yes, and you don't love him." "No." Aiden takes a slow, painful breath. "What are you going to do?" I shake my head helplessly. I don't know. He watches me for a long, silent moment. Then he whispers something so soft, so heartbreaking, that I feel the world tilting beneath me. Then choose the life that doesn't kill you. A tear slips down my cheek. I can't hurt him, I whisper, and you're okay hurting yourself. Aiden asks gently. I close my eyes, unable to answer, because the truth is too cruel. Before leaving, Aiden stands slowly, looking at me with a softness that makes my throat ache. This doesn't have to be the end, he says, but you need to choose. Not me, not him, yourself. He hesitates, then leans close enough for his breath to brush my skin. Goodbye. For now, I watch him walk away. Each step feels like it's pulling the air out of my lungs. And when the door closes behind him, the truth crashes over me like a tidal wave. Seeing Aiden didn't give me closure. It opened a wound I never healed. And now I am split between the past that owns my heart and the man who owns my life. When I finally stand to leave, my hands are shaking because deep inside me, I know this meeting wasn't an ending. It was the beginning of the storm that will destroy everything. When I reach home, the walls feel closer than usual, as if the house itself can sense the storm inside me. I close the door quietly, lean against it, and try to catch my breath. But my heartbeat is too loud. My guilt is too heavy. My thoughts are too tangled. Seeing Aiden again didn't give me clarity. It shattered the illusion I had been living in. I wipe my face quickly, trying to hide the evidence of tears, trying to breathe normally, because Leo is home. I hear him in the kitchen, his soft footsteps, the clink of dishes, routine, comfort, stability, the very things Aiden could never offer me. But my heart, my foolish, stubborn heart, won't stop whispering his name. I walk into the kitchen. Leo turns around the moment he notices me, a hopeful smile blooming across his face, so he sees my eyes. His smile fades instantly. Hey, he says carefully. You okay? I force my lips into something that resembles a smile. Yeah, just a long day. He doesn't buy it. He never buys it, but he never pushes. This time though, he steps closer. Closer than he's dared in days. Were you crying? He asks softly. My heart jumps. No, just tired. But Leo isn't convinced. Not even a little. He places a hand gently on my arm. His touch is warm, steady, familiar, yet all it does is remind me how cold I feel inside. Something's wrong, he says quietly, and I don't know what it is anymore. The guilt hits me hard, a tidal wave, sharp and unstoppable. I swallow. I'm just stressed. By what? He asks, voice breaking just slightly. Work, family, me. My chest tightens painfully.
Me.
Leo thinks he might be the problem, and he is, but in the cruelest way possible. He loves me more than I can ever love him back. I take a step back to create space. Leo notices. His shoulders fall. You've been distant, he whispers. More than usual. I freeze. More than usual. Has he felt all of it? The emotional withdrawals, the lies, the quiet heartbreak. A silence stretches between us, thick and suffocating. Leo looks at me with eyes that shine with hurt. He's trying to hide. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, he says, voice trembling. I don't know how to fix something when I don't even know what's broken. My heart twists painfully. He has no idea that the thing that's broken is me. It's us. It's our marriage built on a lie I never had the courage to confess. Leo continues before I can speak. Do you? He hesitates, swallowing hard. Do you regret marrying me? His words hit like a knife. A deep, silent cut. My breath shakes. My hands tremble, and Leo sees it. He sees everything he was afraid of. His face crumples slightly, as if my silence alone is a confession. He steps back, hurt flashing across his eyes. I see, he whispers. No, wait, my voice cracks. Leo, it's not, but I don't even know what to say. There's no truth that won't break him. But I don't even know what to say. There's no truth that won't break him. Leo forces a small, trembling smile.
It's okay.
You don't have to explain. But his eyes, God, his eyes are filled with unbearable pain. I just want to know one thing, he whispers. Did I ever make you happy? My throat closes. For a moment, I want to lie. I want to tell him yes. I want to soothe his heart, even if it means destroying mine further. But the words won't come, because happiness isn't the same as comfort. Happiness isn't the same as safety. Being with Leo felt stable, predictable, easy, but happiness, not the kind he wants, not the kind he deserves. Leo watches me fall silent again, and something inside him finally breaks. He steps back, looking down at the floor for a long moment. When he looks up, his voice is small, fragile. Is there someone else? The world stops. My breath disappears. My heart slams painfully against my ribs. Leo, his voice sharpens not with anger, but with fear. Just tell me the truth. My hands shake uncontrollably. No, I whisper, because technically it isn't a lie. Not yet, not fully. But Leo sees through me. He always does. His expression darkens with heartbreak, not rage. You don't have to be unfaithful to have someone else, he whispers. You just have to want someone else. A tear falls down my cheek. Leo takes a shaky breath, forcing his voice to stay steady. Who is he? Leo, please. He shakes his head. You don't have to say his name, he whispers. I already know. I look up sharply, heart pounding. What do you mean? Leo's voice breaks. I saw the way you walked in today, he says quietly, like your heart belonged somewhere else. He swallows hard, tears gathering in his eyes. Maybe you don't love him. Maybe you do. I don't know. He pauses. But I know you don't love me. A sob escapes my chest. I'm sorry, I whisper. Leo wipes his face with the back of his hand, trying to hold himself together. I'm not asking you to love me, he says softly. I'm just asking you not to lie anymore, please. I can handle the truth, but I can't handle losing you without understanding why. My whole body trembles, because the truth is a knife neither of us can hold without bleeding. Leo takes one final step back, creating a distance that feels like a heartbreak, solidifying into reality. When you're ready, he whispers, voice breaking, tell me everything. Then he turns and walks away before I can speak. And as I stand there, crying silently in the kitchen, one crushing truth hits me. The lies I've been trying to hold inside are finally breaking free, and they're destroying the only man who ever loved me without conditions.